Let me know if you can hear me. Thumbs up if you can hear me. I think my mic is working, but I don't know. Can you hear me? Do you care? Can you hear me? Can you guys hear me? Do you hear me? Do you care? Free reading to whoever knows that song. So I had some technical issues, just when I thought I was getting super professional. I had some technical issues with my Joe Jonas and Sophie Turner video. And it was a good one. It's probably the best reading that I've ever done. No, I'm kidding. What I'm going to do is I'm going to tinker with it in my movie maker. And I am going to redo the reading with the video. So I'll do like a voiceover on it. So it may take me a couple of days to figure that out, but I will figure it out. So a lot of requests up and at 'em for lots of readings. I really appreciate that, guys. Lots of private reading requests. I've been slammed in Facebook Messenger, which is highly unusual. Usually, Facebook Messenger, I don't get a lot of action there. But I can see we've got a lot of people here tonight, ready to buckle up and get some readings done. So let's kick it off. You guys know the drill. You can send me a super chat, send me a super sticker, chat in the comments in bold what your question is, and then I will read it. If you need to, you can use one of my pay apps to send over a dime or two. But in the meantime, let's talk about Britney. So, Miss Britney. So, I am very fortunate to have someone very close to my heart who is quite the weapons expert and specifically likes knives a whole lot. So I asked him, Gregopedia, look at this video and tell me if you think these knives are real. And Gregopedia said, yeah, those are probably real knives. So let's see what's going on with Britty Brit. So I've got Curious Creatures. We're going to pull up the card screen. We're going to pull up the card screen. There it is. And let's swoop that over so you guys can get a better look. And let's just get this mic a little bit further away so I am not on top of it like this doing ASMR. Let's do some vocal fry. Had to do that. Sorry, guys. I heard that her ex said that she has cut him before. So, there's sloppy shuffle. There's something to be said about knife crimes. Knife crimes require much more personal involvement than, say, a crime with, something that has an apparatus that comes out of it and flies. I don't know if I'm allowed to say that. I don't think I'm allowed to say the G word. But let's see how she's doing. Let's just get like a real solid idea of how she's doing in general. We got Lovers, we've got Ace of Swords, we've got Wheel of Fortune, Nine of Cups, Ten of Swords. Ten of Swords is usually a little bit of mental stress. Four of Wands on the top, Five of Pentacles under the surface. I'm putting it out there. All right, you guys, you ready? So, yeah, Kevin has been living large on her dough, is for sure. So, the Lovers card coming together a culmination, bringing things together and bringing them to fruition with the Ace of Swords is a very interesting combination of cards, because this is, we are forming something with a solid foundation. If this was in reverse, I would say it was a little bit of a sketchier foundation, but this is solidifying some kind of foundation that has ideas for the future. Do they think these ideas are going to work? Wheel of Fortune in reverse, they're kind of like, let's throw some spaghetti at the wall and see what happens. Let's see what happens when we throw this social media post out. Let's see. Interesting approach. The Nine of Cups, she's happy at home and done with dealing with the nonsense. So I think we need to take a little bit of a look into this ex-husband, or soon-to-be ex-husband. Okay, so Five of Pentacles under here, the Mendicants. I learned something very cool today. You know, those of you who follow me on the reg know that right now I am reading a book on the Salem witch trials. I'm listening to it on Audible. I'm not actually reading it. But I found out there was a sect of Protestant Methodist people called the Ranters. And they believed in free love and all kinds of crazy stuff. So very, very progressive form of Christianity that was here in the United States. The Ranters, you can look them up. Ranters. So that's super fun. She is not jumping on board with those mendicants. She's not giving up all of her things to get closer to God. She gives 0 Fs right now. 0 Fs is the they were hippies, Tarot Destiny. Yeah, they were like hippies during the during the Salem witch trials. So pretty wild, yeah. So she is not giving up the fun stuff. She's not giving up her good time for this nonsense. I'm saying it right now. She's living her best life. This is where she's at. It's very, very curious because it's kind of the opposite of what I expected. I expected her to be on the fast train to going out on the rails on a crazy train, but I guess not. I guess she is kind of doing her own thing. Let me see. What in regard to this ex-husband? We're just going to pull some cards from the center of the deck. 9 of Wands. She has locked him out of the house. She has changed the locks. She has no patience for this idiot. She busted him with something and took back her power. Good for you, girl. And she's got her ducks in a row. So I did a whole bunch of pictures for my PowerPoint for my new class coming up. Stay tuned. We will have a new class coming up. So let me just mix up these cards a little bit. We're going to stick them in the middle, shuffle them up. They were all in order. That's for those of you that study the tarot, that is a good way to cleanse your deck. If you ever need to, you just put them in order. And you'd be amazed at how cleaned up they feel the minute you do that. So periodically I do that. I don't go through all of my decks. I go through the ones that are in heavy rotation. But if you're going to store them for a long period of time, I recommend that you put them into card order. So stay tuned. So all right, so what did she bust this guy with? She busted Sambone. She busted him. Oh my. She busted him stepping out. He was stepping out, guys. I'm saying it right now. So this was something that brought up something from her past. Perhaps it was from Justin. Perhaps it was from Kevin. I'm sure Kevin didn't like to keep it at home too much. But this was stepping out and spreading it around. So the wands, when we look at wands in tarot, there's a lot of sexual energy in wands. And when we get threes, now we're starting to spread that love around. We're starting to get that around. So I think she she busted him. It was something that she recalled from the past. It was a similar situation to something from the past. She busted him, spreading the wand around, and then he tried to lie to her. This is that gaslighting card of the Seven of Cups here. That's our gaslighting card. And he was blowing smoke, and she was like, "Nope, nope, not gonna do it, not gonna do it." She fell out of love, and then he tried to hold a bunch of things over her. What did he try and hold over her? He tried to hold over her imbalance. He tried to hold over that he could pair up with her mother and her father, the people that were in charge of her. He made some threats. He made some threats and said, "You could be right back where you were before. I'll bring your dad into this." Ooh. And I don't care. I'll do that. I'll do that. For what purpose? For what? So that I could get back at you. Oh, dear. Oh, dear. Oh, dear. Oh, dear. Oh, dear. Well, isn't that unfortunate? What a irk, Jay. Maybe that's what I need to do. Maybe I just got a message for YouTube creators about that there's some new rules about monetization with certain subjects, and I'm not going to get involved in what the content of that was, but I was like, oh, that's kind of weird. Like, they're upping the content, the monetization for some content and not for others. Like, very weird. So I'm just going to keep doing what I do. Yeah, karma is one of those things. Oh, look at me grabbing for a mouse over here. Mouse is here. So let me just scroll into these comments. Scrolling. Is she Sagittarius? Let me see. Britney Spears. Sun sign. I think she is a Sagittarius. Blah, 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 blah. She's a Sagittarius. December 2nd, 1981. Oh my goodness. I remember that day. December 2nd. Unbelievable. So, yeah. So there she is. December 2nd, Sagittarius. She does like her freedom. So, serendipity, previously married to Sagittarius. So, what does Britney need to do to soften the impact? Now, apparently, Shakira had done like a saber dance. And, you know, they are pretty cool. If you've ever seen, you know, knife dancers, they're very cool. Fire dancers, too. What does she need to do to kind of correct the path on this one? Just remember, we're always trying to stay positive. We're trying to find, we're not just gossip bitches here. I said gossip bitches. We are trying to find solutions for our friends out there in TV land. So we're using the Curious Creatures again. We're sticking with the Curious Creatures. So first things first, Shadow Self, she needs to write her story. She needs to tell her story. And that is something, I don't feel like she needs to do that right away. She doesn't need to blast that out today. It's something that she should be working on, though. And, you know, the reason why she has to hold back on it is because it potentially could be another spare. It could be just a really inflammatory, angry tome aimed directly at her family. And that's not what it needs to be. What it needs to be is more of the story of the machine. Now, when I do readings for Britney Spears, I always do two sets of readings for her. There's Britney Spears, the person, and then there's Britney Spears, the machine. The machine is the whole organization and the person that she has to be to get her job done. Britney Spears, the person, is very different from that, very separate from that. And this isn't to say that, you know, she has, you know, split personality or anything like that. I'm not suggesting that. But, you know, when we go to work, you know, if you work in corporate like I do, or did, you will conduct yourself in a very different manner. You know, sometimes even your walk and your talk will be completely different. So, you know, that's what I mean by the machine versus Britney the human. So, what does she need to do to tell her story? Where's the focus of this Britney Spears story? She needs to protect the people that hurt her and focus on the work and how the work affected her. If you can't see these cards and the shadiness in the industry, ooh, and expose that. She's right now she's held back on this. We can't do anything. The time is not nigh. Right now she needs to just take care of herself and heal up on herself. And I'm sorry that my chair is still squeaking. I really did put some WD-40 on it, and it's I may need a new chair. So this is a brand new chair though. I love this chair. So she needs to protect the people close to her, the people in her family that hurt her, and focus on how work was the devil and expose the underbelly of the industry. That's what her book is going to be about. So she's got to put the industry itself in her rear view mirror and not expect to go back to that. She'll always be the princess of pop. We all know that. She will always be the princess of pop. But I gotta lose these glasses, guys. Sorry. They're coming off. They may go back on in a minute. But she has got to protect her family and not burn that bridge, and really expose how Hollywood had the machine that made Britney Spears, how that affected her. That's what she needs to do. But for now, she needs to take care of herself, and she needs to stay quiet for a bit. There's no one that's going to want to write this book for her currently. So she's got to stick with it for now. But that is an interesting take. So the Amazon guy is here. So all right. So let me see what's going on in the comments here. Put some selenite on this. I got lots of decks ready to go. Decks on deck. Did you see that sloppy shuffle? That was pretty magical. Raven wants a reading. Raven's like, read my cards. Read my cards. So let me take a look. Hi, Trudy. I didn't even say hi to everybody. I just jumped in because I was worried about my sound working. So we got Jen. I got Prima here. Tarot Destiny. How's my mic doing, Tarot Destiny? Is it in the right spot? Tarot Destiny's there moderating for me. Thank you so much. With your golden wrench. We should probably let's take a quick peek at Kevin too. Let's see how Kevin's doing. We'll switch up decks and we'll go on over here. I don't feel like he deserves this deck, this Star Tarot. Needs like a Clown Tarot. Is there a Clown Tarot deck out there? I wonder if there's Clown Tarot. That's my Elon Musk deck. Clown deck. Clown deck. We can use the Dark Woods Tarot for him. I don't think I have this in the description. I don't think I have a link for this one. This is a little spooky for the holiday. Let's read on Kevin and Sam. Seven of Swords for Kevin. Nine of Cups. Oh, he was shady to take. Oh, and the Devil. And the Knight of Swords. Liar, liar. Pants on Fire. And the Three of Wands, Tower card. Oh my goodness. And Death. Wow, that is a heavy read right there, ladies and gentlemen. That is really, really not a nice read at all. So we're going to move this a little bit this way. Still getting used to this setup, guys. How do you like it? I hope you guys like this. It gives me a lot more real estate, and I can put a lot more cards out. But I keep getting this glare. I don't know where that glare is coming from. I got to work on that. So, Seven of Swords. This is Kevin. He is shady to the nth power. This is somebody who is really manipulating information and situations to their benefit. Nine of Cups, it is so he could be creature comfort. And this is one of my favorite Nine of Cups cards of all time because it is a kitty cat. This is our, wish fulfillment, but the kitty cat's got a birdie in his mouth. So wish fulfillment at whose cost? And then the devil shows up. The devil is, I am going to hitch my cart to yours, and you are going to be stuck with me. I am going to be ever on your tail. Always going to be the albatross around your neck. I will be the anchor that weighs you down. I will be a component of your life, whether you like it or not. So the Knight of Swords is a non-truth teller. This is someone who lies, who does not tell the truth, who does not give freely, and is not doing things, intellectually speaking, not doing things correctly. And then the Three of Wands, it is to essentially partner moving forward for nefarious reasons. Tower card, tearing down something that was built, something that was safe, secure, and sanctity. And then under the surface is the Death card to prevent himself from having to go back to that banal life of being a backup dancer. Wow, what a creep. What a creep. And let's take a look at Sam, who had better facial hair. But Kevin was like, he was rock solid and 4% body fat, and then got all fat and happy while he was with her. Whatevs. So let's see. Sam stayed in the gym. Sam. Queen of Wands in reverse. The Sun, right side up. Death card. Oh, man. Six of Wands. Nine of Pentacles. Six of Cups. He's going to play her. He's going to play her brain. There's a lot of manipulation going on here to try and secure himself. Right now, the security for him, I was going to do a post today about the words that Meghan Markle ruined for me. Security was one of them. Organic, authentic. In concert is a term that I used to say all the time, and she ruined that for me too. What else? There's a whole bunch of words that she ruined for me. Security is one of them, though. How could she ruin a whole language for me? I'm not obsessed. I'm not obsessed. It's just very annoying that she says these words over and over again. So layers was another one. Layers. I don't like the word layers. So Queen of Wands, this is Sam. He was working toward betterment, toward wish fulfillment with that Sun card. And doing it in a shady, manipulative manner. Hard stop here, not allowing him to be successful. He is not going to get the lottery win that he wants. This Nine of Pentacles is in reverse. So he's not going to be locked up in the castle, kept safe and sound. So any minute now, he's going to turn around and say, I really need support because I am in recovery from dealing with her. We're going to hear that. That's what's going to happen. You know, he'll probably like traipse over to Montecito and hang out with Meghan Markle and they can work together. Six of Cups, this is the manipulative thing. He's going, come on, baby, come on, baby. We were so happy. We were so happy. Why can't we be happy again? Why can't we do this again? I think he is trying to sweeten her up to try and get money. This Queen of Pentacles is under the surface here. I think the sweet talk is to gain some fundage out of her. What does Britney need to do to defend herself? We'll hang on to this deck for our creepy people today. Creepy people. Hang on to that. We'll put it on the side. I'm throwing some selenite on it. But what does Britney need to do? I'm very surprised about the Britney reading. Let me know if you think that it was surprising too. I'm very surprised that came up that she's like in her right mind. She's doing good. She's doing good. She's fat and happy. She's not fat, but she's fat and happy. Fat and happy is a state of mind. Sometimes we're just fat. So what does Britney need to do to protect herself from these two bozos? Seven of Pentacles. Don't look back. Noel Gallagher. Don't look back in anger. Four of Wands. Stay fat and happy at home. Look at how cute this little kitty cat is in the Two of Wands. With those little red shoes and the little socks that we wore in the 80s. It was so cute. And the King of Pentacles. Hangman in reverse. Knight of Wands. So this is her teachable moment. This is the moment that Britney needs to say, I gotta watch out for the poison sausage. I can't even put it another way. So she's got to watch out for these relationships that she gets herself into, that these men are not on par with her earning ability. That is one of the problems of being Britney Spears or Taylor Swift or Angelina Jolie. I mean, Angelina Jolie got it right. You know, she has been married to other celebrities that are of her ilk, of her earning potential. You know, Britney Spears seems to, you know, like so many people say, have a sweet taste for crap. But you know, I hate to say that because that's really not what it is. It really is, you know, having this romanticized idea that we're going to find our knight in shining armor. They're going to be brave and strong and happy and love us for who we are, not what we bring to the table. She really needs to learn from this experience. This is number two. This is husband number two that created shockwaves and is now, according to my reading, of course, you know, for entertainment purposes only, this guy is threatening to kind of blow up her world and capitalize on all these Instagram posts and videos that she's doing, these knife videos. So, you know, the knife video, I should say. So, you know, he's threatening to make a bigger deal out of these videos and gaslighting her. And she needs to see this for what it's worth. So, Britney, if you're listening, don't buy the hype. Stay away from the poison sausage, or at least the cheap sausage, the sausage that can't afford their car payment or, you know, can't buy you your engagement ring. Maybe you ought to stay away from that guy. Maybe you ought to not get married to that guy. So, this, you know, don't look back at the situation and reassess and try and make it what it should be. The Five of Pentacles, again, in reverse here. Don't throw everything out. Like, don't give up everything and trust. I tell a lot of my clients, like, sometimes they have to do a trust fall into the pool. Those of you that are of an age know what a nesty plunge is, where you have to just kind of like throw yourself back into the pool. And this is not a situation where she needs to let go of all of her trust. She needs to be highly skeptical of anyone that's in her life at this point. She really does need to do that. Happiness is at home. She needs to work on the happiness at home, and build new beginnings for herself. This Two of Wands. And one of the things that I love about this card, not only do I love the socks and the shoes, but if you look very closely, her wands, one has a lock and one has a key. One has a lock, one has a key. So what does that tell us? That creation needs those two components. Is it a partner? Is it a man and a female? A man and a woman, a husband and wife? No, in her situation, it is not. This is her bringing together the machine of Britney and the human of Britney. She needs to bring those two things together, and this is where she finds happiness and settlement. It'll take some time. She's got some recovery that she's got to go through, but it's gonna take some time for her to really put all of her life experiences into perspective. And again, this book that she should write, if she's not already writing, the book that she should write should be about that. I can tell a story. Once upon a time, there was a celebrity that she was dating that was in my periphery because my ex-husband worked with them. And I don't want to blow it up on here because it was like kind of a top secret thing. Ooh. But they were very cautious about her getting involved with this other celebrity, her people. And when they were around, it was, they were frantic about it affecting her reputation. This was back in 97, 98, 99, something like that. I can't remember exactly what year it was, but they were very, very freaked out about her dating this person or getting involved with this person because they thought it was going to be a bad reputation. I honestly think they would have been an amazing powerhouse. I think it would have been an amazing couple. Would they have gone the distance? I don't know. Maybe, maybe not. So, Celtic Rune, thank you so much, Psychic Goodies. I will tell you this, I do have a psychic goodie on its way to my house right now. I have Alicia Wicker's expansion pack. It's on the way here, but for some reason I can't track it because every time I hit the tracking, it sends me into like this other Etsy account that I haven't used in a long time, and I can't see where it is, but it'll be here soon, so I'll be very excited. I will do a special show just for that. I married a Gemini. They have 35 personalities. I am sorry to hear that. Serendipity. One of my best friends is a Gemini. She's awesome. She's a lot of fun. All four of her. Hi, Trudy. Hi, Claire. Hi, everybody. Everybody's in here. They're trying to monetize WhatsApp? Really? That's crazy. So, and foolish if you ask me, because you don't need WhatsApp to really talk to people. We can do it. Queen Raven is saying hi. She's saying hi again. So Mike is good. Oh, that's awesome. Yes, people, if they monetize WhatsApp, people are going to stop using it. Yeah, and I talked to my former sister-in-law in Scotland on Facebook phone and video chat. It's the easiest way to do it. Yeah, FaceTime, Facebook Messenger. Sari, what are you doing up at 3 a.m.? It's crazy. So I'm just scrolling through the comments, guys. Liar, liar, world on fire, Dolly Parton 2023. Yes, they are both creeps. Oh, Carolina. Beautiful Carolina. So, wife of a grumpy old Marine. Howdy do. So, let me know what you guys want me to read on. Help me out here. Yeah, she needs to lay off men for a little while. So, serendipity. Gregopedia had a whole allergy panel done, and he's doing a year of injections, and allegedly this is going to cure him of all these crazy allergies that he has. Not the food allergies. He's shockingly allergic to egg whites, not eggs, but egg whites, celery, carrots. I was like, oh my God, I've been making him egg white omelets for like 2 years. I was like, I've been trying to kill you. I'm so sorry. He was like, that's okay. But yeah, it was kind of shocking. It was kind of shocking. So Russian blues. Is Britney afraid of being alone? No, well, hang on, Jamie. No, I'm doing readings for you guys. I just start out with celebrity stuff in case people want to hear celebrity stuff. So let's see. Is Britney afraid of being alone right now? Let's see if she's afraid of being alone right now. Nine of Cups, upright. Emperor in reverse. No. She don't need no sausage. See, she don't need no sausage. So I think she's really trying to think about her future on her own. And this Eight of Wands in reverse underneath is great because she's taking her time. She's really going to slow down and take her time with what she's doing. Nine of Cups, she's super happy. She don't need no man with that Emperor in reverse. The moon is in reverse. Everything's been revealed to her. She really can see much more than she could see prior. I don't know why I'm doing these on such a slant, guys. Sorry about that. I'm not trying to do that. I'm not trying to make you bananas and cock your head like that so you have a sore neck like me. Ten of Pentacles. I think she's happy with Sam out of the house. I think she's really, really pleased about that and thinking about herself. I think she's working on herself. I don't think she's in a bad spot right now. I could be wrong. I didn't predict the zit that erupted on my face today, so I could be wrong. But I did break out today. I accidentally fell asleep the other night. I was watching a movie and I fell asleep with my makeup on. And I woke up and I turned the TV off and I didn't realize I still had my makeup on. And now I'm paying for it with a big old breakout. So I don't think she's afraid of being alone. I think she's ready to go. So Gemma. So everybody, I'm going to be on Gemma's show tomorrow morning, 10 a.m. my time. And that's, let me think. So 11, 12, 1, 2, 3 o'clock, Great Britain time. So 10 o'clock New York time, 3 o'clock Great Britain time, Greenwich Mean Time. So everybody jump on over there and hang out with us. We will have some fun over there. We'll talk about being psychic. We'll talk about autism and my experiences with autism, and we'll have some fun. We will have some fun. Trudy, I think Britney is on her way to loving herself some more. I think she's on her way. I think we're going to see a different Britney in the future. I think. So it'll be very interesting to see what's going on with her. I certainly wish her the best of luck. I had a troll freak out on me because I called myself a crazy tarot reader when I was doing a reading on Britney. I said, the only one crazy here is this crazy tarot reader. And he was like, she's not crazy. And I was like, calm down. I called myself crazy. Like, I had to watch it again. I was like, dude. Yeah. Trudy, I'm your Huckleberry. So, I have to admit, I have no idea who the dude is. I don't watch football. Like, there are no sports that are watched in this house. So I think he's a football player. I think she was at the game the other day. I think I'm talking about the right thing. But let's see what Taylor's intentions are right now. She just finished that tour, right? She's done with that tour, the Eras tour that people paid thousands of dollars to go see. So she's riding high, she's moving on. I'm in a singy mood tonight. Death card with relationships. Page of Swords in reverse. Five of Swords in reverse. Two of Swords in reverse. Ace of Swords in reverse. Let me shuffle a little bit more. That's like I said, these decks, I just did a bunch of pictures for my PowerPoints. This is called washing your deck. For those of you that are learning tarot, it's called washing the deck. You just kind of mix it up and you bring it on back together. Fun, fun, fun in the sun. We'll be reading on Taylor and her new beau. I guess we'll call him a new beau. I don't know if they're like Insta official or, you know, if people are actually considering them a couple. And let's see if the same cards come up. Sometimes that happens. All right, so let's see. What is Taylor thinking about this whole situation? What's his name? Travis. Taylor and Travis. Oh, that's obnoxious. Taylor, Travis, Teen T. Ace of Cups. Four of Cups in reverse. Queen of Cups upright. She's laying it on thick. She is laying it on thick. And the Knight of Swords, but she's not saying anything about it, and she's not going out of her way. All right, so this is what... So, you know, there was a book for the guys, and I think it was called The Rules. And when I was dating my son's father, all of his friends were reading it, and one of his friends, this guy Dan, was terrible at following the rules of this book. So it was like, when you go out with a woman, you know, if she has long nails, compliment her on the nails, but unseat her and be like, are they fake? You know, it was like, that wasn't actually the instruction, but that was what this friend of ours did. And we'd be out in a bar and he'd be like making a move on a girl. He'd be like, hey, I really like your nails. They look fake. And it was like, oh, dude, like, no. Like, you're supposed to say, are they real? Like, are they real? So this looks like she is keen on him. She thinks that this Travis dude is adorable and delicious and wonderful, and he's like a dream come true. He's kind of like, the dream has arrived, and maybe this is something that I can stick around with. She likes the money that he has. She wants him to show her the money, so she's keeping her money quiet. She's trying to be very low key about the money and the success that she has, even though she just did this whole splashy tour. Was charging thousands of dollars for tickets. There's something about being on the same page. She's making herself scarce. So it's like the rules, she's kind of playing it like that. Like, she's not making herself that available. She's real keen on him and she likes him a lot, but that is really being concealed. She's playing that game with the text messages, like, don't answer the text messages right away. So that's kind of what she's doing. How is this strategy going to work for her? 10 of Swords. I don't think this is going to work. 8 of Coins. She's going to have to re-strategize at some point. I don't think that this is going to work with this guy. Let's find out why. Let's see what he's like. Again, I know nothing about this dude, Travis. I know nothing about him. I know nothing about football. I was a cheerleader. I faced away from the game. So I just listened to the announcers. When they said 1st and 10, we go, 1st and 10, do it again. 1st and 10, do it again. And when there was a touchdown, we did the touchdown dance. It was really fun. I was a fun cheerleader, though. I have a really loud clap as a result. So, Travis, what's up with Travis? What's up with Travis? One day I'll show you my pom-poms. I still have my pom-poms. Because I stole them. Travis. What is his last name? Travis Kelce? Travis Kelce. Travis Kelce. I saw a picture of him. He's cute. He's cute. Knight of Cups. Ooh. Knight of Cups in reverse. Tay. Yeah, I don't think he's ready to settle down yet. He's not ready to... He's coming off some kind of a bad breakup. So again, I don't know anything about this guy. So if I look it up, I'll follow this reading up. I think he's coming off a bad breakup sometime in his past, and his heart is not open yet. He's not quite ready. Very, very focused on family and on his career and what he can do with his career. He doesn't want to add anything. So I talk a lot about the bucket reading that I do for my clients that don't know what they want a reading on. So we'll have a bunch of buckets. We'll do like family, social life, relationships, kids, blah, blah, blah. And he kind of is really working on the family work bucket. And he doesn't want to upset those buckets. He doesn't want to throw anything to chance. So he's really pretty ambitious and focused right now. So I don't think that he's going to jump into a real serious relationship. Was all the brouhaha about her distracting? Yeah, I think it was a little distracting. He's going to be pleasant about it, but I think it was really distracting. I think he may even ask her not to attend any more games for the time being. Page of Swords is in reverse here. So we got the King of Coins in reverse, the King of Cups. It was disruptive. It disrupted him. He's going to be nice about it. King of Cups upright. And, sorry, that's a little low down. I think this is crooked. Maybe not. I'm not going to mess with the camera, because my sound will probably go out. So I think he is going to be nice about it, but I think he's going to ask her, could you not come to games? Like, maybe we can see each other privately. Let me grab a sip of water. So he does not want to let this ambition throw it up to chance. He just doesn't want to do that. And anything that's not aligned with his goals and that is an achievable goal and process, he doesn't want to throw in there. He doesn't want any variables. He doesn't want to wind up, a few years down the road, like Kevin Costner, getting divorced, fighting over money, fighting over kids. There's something about the values of this guy, and this isn't to impugn Taylor Swift's values. Like, it's not to say that she doesn't have good values, but he really is a much more slower moving vehicle at this point. And he doesn't have much that's tying him down now. He doesn't want to be pinned down at the moment. So, not the worst thing in the world. Yeah, not the worst thing in the world. So what are we going to say? Are we going to get a new album out of Taylor about Travis? What's the future for these two? What's the future for these two? Past, present, future. So in the past, and this is like, recent past, when they first met each other, when they first started hanging out, very keen on each other. Ooh, this is nice. It feels good. We can really relate on a certain level. I like the way he looks. I like the way he dances. I don't know if he dances, but, he certainly is like, she's adorable. Like, Taylor Swift's adorable. Like, she's undeniably cute. So, and she's tall, and she's got that great hair, and she's got the squad. So the High Priestess in reverse is, not keeping things back. The High Priestess is our secret keeper. And so when the High Priestess is in reverse, the answers are not readily available. We can't tap into those. We can't pull them out of the other person. We have to wait until the time is right. When the time is right, this High Priestess will turn around and she will start to give us all the answers. Okay, so, and she's Scheherazade. So this is the Tarot of the Divine, and this deck is all the fairy tales from around the world. Highly recommend this deck if you're looking for a very not Rider-Waite deck. There's a link in the description to my Amazon affiliate link. I love it. They're all, I don't know all of the fairy tales from all of the cards because there are cultures all over the world, but I bought this because I was looking for more of an inclusive multicultural deck, and it delivered to a certain extent. So the future for them is the Hierophant in reverse. This is the outside world is going to affect them. So his ambition, everything that he's working toward, is the key to this whole relationship. So if he moves forward and starts to hit those marks that he's set, those goals that he set for himself, then we may see this relationship bloom into something else. But it's really, nothing's determined until he gets beyond those goals that he sets. Like this, the Chariot is right here. We can't go any further until we have some of these goals hit, in the Ace of Coins upside down, and that Six of Swords, which this is Perseus and his mother paddling away. So yes, great deck, good reading. You know, they'll date, they'll have some fun together. You know, that's really, it's the whole point of dating. You know, if you're young, rich, and good looking, have fun with it. My goodness. So I hope you enjoyed that, Trudy. So we got some answers there. Oh, wait, let me go back up. Should you move? Let's see what we got here. Should you move, wife of a grumpy Marine? Six of Coins, the Death card, Temperance, Three of Wands, Three of Swords, Page of Wands. This looks like the moment is not right, but it's not because you're not ready for it. The Six of Coins is almost, and the Death card is almost like you're willing to close the door on one situation to move into another. So you're willing to either downsize or upsize, you know, whichever direction you're going, and close the door on one type of living. The changeover for that is going to be an adjustment period. So that when we get that Temperance in reverse, it's the balance is off. Temperance is all about balancing and taking the good with the bad, understanding the balance of nature, you know, the life and death process that we do see. So, you know, we have to, you know, mourn death, but celebrate birth and celebrate life. And this is when we look at the cycles of life and the things that we're going through, you know, moving into a different level of life is a significant transition. They say that, I think the three most stressful things in your life are funerals, public speaking, and moving, or something like that. Like they're up at the top of the list. The Three of Wands, you would need to bring in some other parties to help make this transition, and that would make things difficult. So, you know, the assistance and the cooperation that you would need to get from A to B is really going to create more problems. And again, this is, wifey, this is just right now. This is the energy right now. So, you know, if you were like to decide to move before the close of business this week, you know, this may be what's laid out ahead of you. The Page of Wands here looks as though there just isn't the person who can help you do that. And the Hangman under the surface, the Hangman is, and in this deck, it is our Sleeping Beauty. We all know that fairy tale. And she's in reverse. So the Hangman learns from his mistakes. He is up on the tree like Odin, like Buddha, and he is in repose and thinking about the things that he has done in error. In this circumstance, this is maybe the things that were done, the other moves that were done that were done in haste or done for reasons that didn't weren't justified later on. So that I think really tells us we have a little bit more time before we can move on. What kind of time frame are we looking at here? Like, can we talk about this in 6 months? Let's look at like the next 6 months and see what we got. What do we got? Next 6 months. So for the next 6 months, yeah, this still looks like it's a little bit problematic. The moon's in reverse. So there are going to be secret dark things that need to come to light. And I don't mean dark like, darkness, but things that need to come to the surface. I mean, interest rates are horrendous right now. So maybe wait for that. The Knight of Swords, again, we have someone who's not cooperative about this. And the King of Wands, we don't have an executor for this. This is somebody who, the King of Wands will step in and kind of make magic happen. For us, when we were buying this house, we didn't have a real estate agent because our real estate agent was showing us McMansions that were like 7,000 square feet. And we were like, yeah, we're a family of four. We don't need that. But it was because there was a dearth of availability and inventory on the market. And so we bought this house on our own, and our mortgage broker, we were having some issues with the other real estate agent. He was holding up the sale and not being super cooperative, and the owners, the former owners of the house, they really were kind of in the dark too. But our mortgage broker made a phone call and got in there, and he was our King of Wands upright for the sale of our house. He made a phone call and was like, dude, these people wanted to close like 2 months ago, and we've been trying to close on this house for 3.5 months. Can we please do it now, or they're going to pull out? And he actually made that happen. So this looks like we've got a Knight of Swords in reverse, a King of Wands in reverse, and a Page of Pentacles in reverse, plus this Page of Wands up here. And it just looks like if we get into this situation now, if we get into a moving situation now, we're going to be stuck in kind of an awkward, difficult, not fun situation. So I would hold off a little bit more, at least 6 months. Like that was just a 6 month reading. I would hold off like at least 6 months. See if you can kind of make your place tolerable for now. We're also going into an election year, and I intellectually was saying they've got to make the economy look better because it's an election year. They have to do something to zhuzh up the economy, and they haven't done it yet. So I don't know if they're gonna do it. Psychic protection ring messing with stuff. Yeah, pretty much. Right? It's not letting me speak, my psychic protection ring. So we got a Facebook user. A thumb up. Facebook user. Oh, okay. Jamie, did I answer your question? Wait. Jamie, thank you. I'm trying to see. Oh, there we go. Okay. Remember the Haley Cummings. Okay, wait. Is this like a true crime thing? Hang on. Ooh. Oh, okay. I don't know anything about this. February of 2009. All right, so I'll fill you guys in on this. 13 and unsolved. Haley Cummings. So Christmas Day, Ronald Cummings, senior, out of prison 2 months after getting released from a 15-year DRUG trafficking sentence, was arrested again on a variety of charges. Okay, wait. So this was December 26th, 2022, this guy was rearrested 13 years ago. The nation was watching him plead for any news about the whereabouts of his 5-year-old daughter, Haley Cummings. Haley was a 5-year-old daughter of Ronald Cummings and Crystal Sheffield. In 2005, that's just Gregopedia, coming back to the house, Raven barking. 5-year-old daughter of Ronald Cummings and Crystal Sheffield. 2005, court granted Haley and Sheffield's son, Junior, to Cummings after he accused her of the cocaine use and being an irresponsible parent. Cummings and the 2 children lived in a rented mobile home on Green Lane in Satsuma. Haley was born with Turner syndrome and needed to see a cardiologist and endocrinologist monthly, although she missed many of her appointments. Haley was reported by Cummings' then girlfriend. Is Cummings the dad? Yes, that's the dad. Then girlfriend Misty Crosland, who was watching the children while Cummings worked at his night job. She and Cummings had been fighting, and he had thrown her clothes into the yard of one of her friends, but she came home to babysit. Cummings called Crosland repeatedly through the evening and asked her brother to check on them. Investigators say some credible witnesses, including Cummings' grandmother, Annette Sykes, placed Crosland and the children at the mobile home in the late afternoon, early evening of February 9th. She put her to bed at 8:15 p.m., joined her at 10 p.m., told the investigators she woke up before 3 a.m. to use the bathroom. Hi.
Mum, got some chimkin for you, Mum.
Oh, thank you for getting me chimkin.
When you're ready.
Oh.
But you're not ready.
I don't know if they know it's Bruno. Hi. Yes, I'm working. I'll be up shortly. I'm only staying on till 8:30. Okay, so there was a door of the mobile home propped open with a cinder block, and Haley was gone. So no sign of her was found. Oh, that's horrible. All right, so we've got, I will do a little present. I'm going to share screen. So that's the girlfriend and that's the dad, who I guess is back in the clink clink. This is them looking for her, and where's our little baby girl here? There she is, that little girl. Oh, poor thing. So, I don't know where we went. Okay, so let's stop that screen. And heavy stuff. We're gonna need Alicia's deck. I don't have this separated for true crime and conspiracy, so we might get a little bit of both. Let's start out with did the girlfriend Misty have anything to do with this? Four of Wands at home. 3 of Wands. 10 of Cups. Queen of Swords. She's lying. Death in reverse. So, the Four of Wands. she have anything to do with this? Oh, I'm sorry. I'm big. So, Four of Wands, Three of Wands. This is working toward her own legacy. So, the girlfriend was at home, yes. Three of Wands, that could be three people. There was a brother involved too, could be three people. And the Ten of Cups is ultimate unhappiness. And the Ten of Pentacles is working toward establishing her own legacy. And the Six of Swords is working her way away from something. And oddly enough, if you look at this card, she is floating away from another female on the shore. The Queen of Swords lies. She is a liar. And Death in Reverse is stopping the process of truth. Stopping the process of finding out what happened. So let's get Alicia's deck going here. And like I said, I've got the conspiracy cards mixed in here. I did not separate them. Bloodline. Ah! No, Democrat. That doesn't help us. Under the surface. Trapped. Oh, it's terrible. So, I think that perhaps this girlfriend wanted her own line of children with this guy. You know, was she angry? Is that why she did this? Seven of Wands. No, I think she was trying to get equilibrium. The Six of Cups. Ugh. In reverse. And Devil card. Getting rid of the other. And you know, this happens sometimes with people of certain ilk. They want to get rid of the other kids. You know, I dated someone after I split up with my ex, and he was like, yeah, you'd be great if you had no kids. And I was like, ew, really? Like, no. So, you know, there are people out there that are like that, you know, and sometimes they'll say things in jest like that, and they actually mean them. Hey, who's the one, Susan Smith? That was another one that, you know, she wanted to move on, so she wanted to unload her children, which was really not necessary. She could have given them to the dad. Are we going to find this baby? Are we ever going to find this baby? It's been 13 years. 13 years. Are we ever going to find her? Yes. Crossroad? Ugh, Republican, that doesn't help. Home. Accident. something about the, oddly enough, there's something about the mobile home that is coming to mind, that they're going to find something in the mobile home. And I don't want to do CRV on this. I'm going to tell you guys that right now, because I just don't want to see that. It's but I think that they're actually going to find her somewhere near the mobile home, like, if not somehow in it. But I don't know how they could have missed that at the initial investigation. It says making my teeth hurt, and it sounds very strange, but it's making my teeth hurt. Making my teeth very not good. Don't like it. Don't like it. So, Jamie, I hope that answered your question. That was very difficult for me. So I shy away from true crime, because I was just talking to Serendipity about this, because I do have a lot of trouble kind of clearing myself of it and kind of getting that off me. So, like, I try and stay, like, really positive. It's one of the reasons why, like, Alicia and I work so well together, is because she likes the dark stuff. She can get in there. She can read on it. I've talked with her privately about it. You know, let me hit my lamp. I've talked with her privately about it, about you know, how she shakes it off, and just she's built differently than me. So let's just put it that way. We're gonna put this into the ground. Put that into the ground. Ah, yuck. Yuck, yuck, yuck. Yes, Celtic Rune, delicious poison. Yeah, you know what? I never broke out until I was 27. It was the first time I got married. Like 3 days after I got married, I got my first date. I was like, oh my God, look at this. This is crazy. And then like after I had my daughter, my skin was terrible. Oh, wait, did I hit it? Is it straight now? Sorry, did I straighten it out? I just smacked it with my hand. Oh, do we have a troll? Was there a troll in here? Then we got trolls. No, I'm slightly OCD too. Here, wait, I'm gonna bring it. Let me switch, and then is it even? Oh, you know what? I think it's hitting the wall. Watch, it'll fall on the floor now. Like, I'll create like a whole crazy thing here. I think I think it's good. I think it's good now. So, green tea. Yeah, like this was just because I slept with my makeup on like a dummy. Oh, everybody's got me reading on true crime. I don't know who any of these people are. Let me get rid of this one. Sure you don't want to read on Britney Spears' sun signs? Suzanne Morphu. All right, so body found. 49-year-old mother. Bike ride in Colorado. She's never been found. Resumed dead. Wait, I thought she was found. Found Friday. Okay. So the remains of Suzanne Morphu, Colorado woman who disappeared in 2020 and whose husband has been charged with her death, were found last week. Her husband, Barry Morphu, was criminally charged with the case, was dismissed at the request of prosecutors. She was 49. Oh, she looked good. Very cute. They've not released where the body was found. Barry Morphew repeatedly denied being involved in his wife's disappearance. And he was arrested in May 2021 and charged with first-degree murder. Mother of two was reported missing in May 2020. Morphew filed I don't know if I'm saying that name right, a $15 million lawsuit in May against prosecutors accusing them of having tunnel vision. So, so let's see. Let's read on him. I need a deck of cards to do that. I'm going to use these for right now. Let's see. Is this husband, Barry Morphew? Is he innocent? Is he guilty? I don't think he did it. The cards say no. So he was not working at anything like that. He was protective of his family and full of love and careful about what he was doing with them. Let's pull these. So what happened to, what was her name? Suzanne Morphew. What happened? We're going to leave that no there because I don't think he did it. They just throw cards all over the place. Sloppy shuffle. Some more sloppy shuffle. Oh, I'm sorry, guys. All right, so for him, not working towards separating, very protective of his family, full of love, and taking care of his family. Very solid foundations here, not looking for anything different. This is what popped up. Did she unalive herself? Oh my. Oh my. I know nothing about this case. I know zero about this case. Did she do that? Is that what happened here? So there's something that I was told by a therapist once, and they said that a lot of people, not, most or, all, a lot of people, when they come up from depression is sometimes when they will do this thing, when they will do this, because it's not at the lowest point of depression. It's when they start to come out of it and they go, I don't ever want to feel like that again. And they will kind of preemptively take care of that so that they don't have to suffer through it again. And this is almost like she was thinking about that coming up from it and decided to take matters in her own hand and do what she needed to do. Now, the Empress card throws me for a loop. And I'm sorry, that's off the screen a little, and pull it in a little bit more. The Empress card throws me off a little bit because that means that she did this for her kids. So my question, and I don't know, is there a life insurance policy? Did she do this in such a did she do this in such a fashion so that the life insurance policy would pay out so everybody would be okay. That's a question that I have. I don't know. This is very curious. Tracy, I hope that kind of scratched the itch for you, because without knowing anything else, that's what I think, is that, if there's a life insurance policy that she had that would pay out, and life insurance policies, being an insurance person formerly, they will pay out on missing people after a certain amount of time. So sometimes it's a year, sometimes it's 5 years, depends on the policy. If there's true evidence that someone maybe had met a terrible fate, if there's an excess of blood on the floor, in a location, they will sometimes allow that to be, an indication of being relieved of one's mortal coil. So that was kind of a fun read. That was a fun read. So yeah, you know what? Let's leave this. You know what? I'm not even going to ask if there was a that. I'm not even going to ask. Was that I don't think that there is. I don't think that there is. So, sorry guys. I got up early today. I got up early. I did a crazy meditation. Made a phone call to TD at the crack of dawn. Right, Tarot Destiny. So I was doing. I'll fill you in a little bit on what I was doing. I did my Joe Dispenza. Energizing the chakras, the energy centers, charging of the energy centers, and I had this profound moment when I got to my throat chakra, where I saw like clouds parting, and I saw this amazing, really intense white light, and then there was some crazy stuff that followed with my boat, a boat, and my parents on the boat, and my dad was waving, and my dad looked really young, and my father's alive. He's not, he's not someplace else. He's not on a boat someplace. But it was very strange. It was very, very strange. And then I had a vision of a Native American who had my eyes. That was very weird. That was a really weird. I need a big piece. I'm just gonna put the selenite on this deck too. It was very strange. Like I'm not really into Native American stuff, like a little bit, but not a lot. Does Taylor have a habit of dating people with T names? That's so weird. So I'm scrolling through the comments. Vacuuming during parties, straightening pictures. I do that all the time. I tuck people's tags in. That drives me nuts. Sarah, you can't sit for very long. Oh, apparently he has not long ended a long relation. Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense then. And again, I know nothing about this dude. So, Amber Heard. Let's see. Yeah, I got you on Amber Heard. Let's pull this deck out for Amber Heard. And are we in order on this one? Nope, we are scrambled up. Where did the chimkin come from? Where did the chimkin come from?
Popeye.
Popeyes. Popeyes chicken.
Oh, Popeye.
Love that chicken at Popeyes. Amber Heard. Amber Heard.
What did you hear?
Shared her bank account going clunk, clunk. So, too. So Amber Heard is taking the bull by the horns, but she really doesn't have any projects in hand. I think she's captaining her own personal ship, her own, course through life. She's having a great time, I believe, in Spain. I believe she lives in Spain now. So, oops. Sorry, guys. I've got stuff on. I've got a million screens open here. So, there's really no work for her. Has she learned her lesson? Not necessarily. The way that she looks at this with the moon card in reverse, our Hierophant here, and Justice. And remember, when I read for politics or Hollywood, the Hierophant often comes up as those entities. So this is her saying, well, it's obvious that, the rest of Hollywood is going to not like me because he's such a powerful man, and he got out there and he told everyone his truth, and just no one believed me. Biebs Kelly, I think her name is Biebs Kelly. She's got a channel on YouTube. She did a really cool thing on Amber Heard's appearance and dress during the trial. And she was talking about her complicated hair. I thought her hair was incredibly complicated through the entire trial. She also had some issues with her wearing the suits. It was a power move on Amber Heard's part, but it came off very badly because we didn't see her how we usually see her. It was like we were getting to know a whole different person. Biebs had a really, really good take on it. I when we're done with this, I can put a link to that video in the description. It was really, really cool. She just did a collab with Real Housewives Recaps, Jen, on Real Housewives Recaps. It's really hard for me to say. So I think she's still kind of blaming the system for the epic failure of her career. Eight of Pentacles, she still thinks she's like a really great actress, and she's still really a fantastic entity in Hollywood, and her legacy is going to burn brightly. She thinks that. She thinks with time hiding, she is going to still come out as, the Lana Turner of her age or something crazy like that. So, regrets. Does she have any regrets for the relationship? The way she treated? Oh, Johnny. Seven of Wands, Empress in reverse. No, she has no regrets. No regrets whatsoever. She thinks that he got everything that he deserved because he was an a-hole. That's how she felt about it. He was an a-hole. So, that's unfortunate. Live and learn, like... Some people don't get it. Some people don't get it.
You just don't get it, do you, Scott?
Who? Scotty?
Scott Evil. Doesn't get it.
Oh. Dr. Evil's son? Mm-hmm. Oof, everybody's got so many back issues here. I've got actually an injured thing. Greg had the percussion massager on me last night. So I'm still scrolling, guys. I'm trying to get through the comments. I can't keep up when I'm doing readings. Good night, Prima darling. Thank you for stopping by, Prima. Claire, me too. You know what? This reading, it looks like Britney's on her way. It looks like she's on her way to, regaining some, maybe that's what she needs. Maybe she needs to be on her own and stand on her own 2 feet and not have a man getting in the way or muddying the waters there. Ooh. Sari, that's awesome. Universal Healers. On different systems, only $10. That's pretty cool. Remote healing. I love that. Hi, Em. You are very welcome, wifey. Best name on YouTube ever. And I'm still scrolling through the comments. Sorry, guys. Trying to get. Gemma's back. And for those of you that are just joining, I am going to be on Gemma's channel tomorrow at 10 a.m. New York time. So do the math on that. And that's what time I will be on there. So it's going to be a fun time. A fun time. Yeah, Trudy, I agree. Some people should not be allowed to have children. I love you too, Gemma. I can't wait. It's going to be fun. We're going to have a good time. Yeah, Susan Smith. She was horrible. Horrible. Yeah, I think we all did when they found those boys. Oh, she just so much lying. Oh, it's terrible. Yeah, Diane Downs was another one. There's whole unbelievable. It's like a whole book of people that do that. Penny! Penny! How are you, dear? How are you? How's your brother doing? He's home. Oh, that's great. That is terrific. Oh, Jamie, don't worry about it. No, I will read on true crime. I will. I just don't choose to do it. It's, I choose to stay away. I gotta stay in the gossipy stuff. I love gossip and romance and crazy people going to jail for stupid stuff. Stupid stuff. I like the stupid stuff. Thank you, Gemma. Thank you, honey. Christina Becerra. All right, let's do this. I just want to make sure. We'll shuffle this up and we'll give it a little selenite. Bang, right on the top. We'll give it a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Senses working overtime. And I got to go fast because I do have to pick up a child. All right, so Christina, let's take a look at career. You don't like your job, but you're getting over it. You haven't found your home yet. It's almost like you're doing the quiet quitting thing at the job that you're at right now because you're just not into it. It's not the right place for you. Where are you going to find your right place? There isn't something available yet. Tap into some resources. If you want to switch it up and go, kind of spin your wheels someplace else, you can do that right now. You can tap into some of your friends maybe that are in the same industry or friends and family. You can do that. You're still not going to find your home, though. Your home at work isn't going to come for some time. And I feel like you need to do a little bit more, either study or brush up on some of your skills before you can get into another place where you're really going to find your footing and be happy there. Okay, so maybe some Udemy courses, maybe get a couple of letters behind your name, something like that, and then you can do that. But if you want to get out of your position now, the next move you can ask some friends, but it's going to be kind of a wet firecracker. It's just going to be more of the same at another place. It's not something that's going to fire you up. Let's see if love life fires you up. Let's see if we get a sutta showing up. Because sometimes when our energy is not directed toward home, family, work, that kind of thing, sometimes it's directed toward that spouse. I was talking about the bucket reading that I do. And sometimes the universe is pushing you toward the love bucket. Let's see if we're...
Love.
Yeah. What?
Love.
Love, the language of love. That's weird because we just pulled up those same cards, didn't we? I shuffled the deck, I promise you. What are you telling me, universe? So there's a cycle with partners that you need to break right now. And the cycle is not seeing the signs. I saw the signs, opened up my eyes and saw the signs. So you're not seeing the signs. So you're running into the same character over and over again. And it's because you're just not learning the lesson to avoid that kind of character. So what you need to do is sit down, make a list. All right. I love telling people to make lists. Make a list of the top 5 bad relationships that you've had and the reasons, like the top 3 reasons that those were bad relationships, why those individuals were terrible spouses for you or terrible partners for you. And you're going to see that there's a pattern there. And then I want you to identify when that became apparent to you for each individual A, B, C, D, E. And you're going to see the people that come into your life, because the universe likes to test us. The universe says, hey, you didn't learn this lesson the first time, I'm going to throw it right back at you again. So it likes to throw the same scenarios at us. So you're going to see that individuals are going to be coming to you that will behave or say the same thing or act in the same manner. And that's going to be your red flags. We don't call them red flags for nothing. There are red flags everywhere. And the universe puts them up loud and proud for us to see them. No trolls tonight. I actually was kind of... Oh, you can't hear me very well? No? I'm like screaming into the microphone. Screaming in the night. And there we go. Sylvia, I did that. And Trudy, you like my lamp? Thank you very much. The lamp I got at Walmart and the shade I got at an antique dealer. He actually sold me my steamer trunk that I keep all of my tarot, my overflow tarot decks and the packaging in. So I also keep my incense in there. It's pretty cool. So we did a little psychometry on that, my family and Greg, my son and I, and we all got like a dude in a bathing suit, old-timey dude with a mustache, and Greg kept seeing the trunk in an attic, so I had to like make him go into the future a little bit, and then he was like, it's in a living room, it's got like a colonial furniture, like from the 70s in there. I was like, all right, keep going. So it was pretty funny, but the trunk at one point, Greg saw it in an attic someplace. He's like, I'm in an attic. It was hilarious. So super fun. My son was getting the weather really a great deal on that, and sand, like he kept getting that. So, I already went on with Brittany's doing well, Penny. Watch it on the recap though. I did her like almost first, and I was very surprised. She's doing good. Things are going well for Brittany. She's getting in the right place. So good for her. Oh, thanks, Em, for liking the lamp and the boxes. They're actually blocking a very ugly part of wall. So there's a big chunk of the wall that's out of there. So I had to do some rearranging. So yeah. Oh, I was totally obsessed with Johnny Depp and Amber Heard trial too. I was totally obsessed with that. Thanks, TD. Yeah, I can handle like 1, maybe 2. I got over it though. I rebounded. So, all right. Oh, there's talk of really. Let's take a look at that. I'll go down that rabbit hole. I have my Elon Musk deck. Elon, dummy. So, all right. Did Amber Heard videotape Elon outside? Right, I'm going to clarify this. Outside of that surveillance video that was in the elevator. Does she have naughty video of Elon? This is the Dark Mansion Tarot. I always call this my Elon Musk deck. I got a sun that jumped out. I'm going to leave that out for now. Six of Swords. Stop him from going anywhere. Ooh. Oh, I think she does. I think she does. Oh, my goodness. Oh, sheezness. So, Six of Swords. This is to prevent him from going anywhere and to have some kind of leverage over him. We're going to put that guy up there. Dang, girl. Wow, not cool. I like Elon. I know a lot of people have some opinions about him, but I actually like him a lot. I think he's a neat person. Greg Petey and I like hanging out with engaging, really neat people. We don't like people that just like kind of stand around and like, ugh. You know, we actually want to talk about, you know, things and ideas and concepts. It's one of the hazards of being friends of ours. So, you know, she didn't want him to move forward. This was blackmail. Nine of Swords is absolutely blackmail. I will expose you with this Nine of Wands. After the war, I will expose you. This Seven of Wands takes the equilibrium out of the equation and puts her into a position of power. And this Eight of Swords is being tied up without any way of getting out of that. Hangman, I am going to show the world what you have done. Really, really dark, terrible stuff. Sun card is a yes card. Four of Pentacles, this is a way of securing a position, securing security, financial security. That is. So, good question. Helt. Oof. Did not hear that one. I did not hear that there was a videotape. Oh, good night, Trudy. Good night. Good night. So what I was saying before, I because I had some trolls in my other comments, I thought we were gonna have some trolls on the live, and I was all ready with the Grease 2 song. We're gonna troll tonight. No, Greg? I was singing, we're gonna troll tonight. Like we're gonna bowl tonight from Grease 2. No, okay. All right. So, all right, let's wrap it up. Penny, I think it might be you. I'm sorry. Ugh, horrible. I can't even with that. I'm going to scroll through, guys, because I do have to run out. Penny. All right, Penny, I think you're going to be my last one. Let me just scroll to the bottom. And okay, perfect. All right, so Penny, you are going to be my last question. And let me get a good deck for your brother. We don't want that Amber Heard deck going on. Do Curious Creatures. Okay, continued improvement Yes, but he has to play by the rules here. And I think I told you this the last time. He's got to not go back to regular life right away. He's got to understand that his body, even if it starts to feel better, has been through a tremendous trauma and is healing from the inside, from the outside in, not from the inside out. So if the outside starts to feel good and look good, doesn't mean that everything on the inside is healed up. So he's got to be really, really careful with how much he pushes it. So, you know, the Fool card is, yeah, I feel great. I'm gonna go do what what I ordinarily. No, I'm not saying he's gonna go like lift weights or something like that. He's not. He's not completely out of his mind. But he's going to get to the point where he feels good, and he's gonna try and be this guy. He's gonna try and be this guy. And what's going to happen is he's going to turn into this guy, and he's going to have to go back to the beginning again. So, the medicines that he needs to take, he absolutely needs to be on top of those. That's something that he needs a little bit of assistance with. So I don't know if like the pill pack is the answer, or if someone yelling at him saying you have to take this is the answer. But somebody's got to be on top of his medication. He's like, I have a kid who like takes 3 days of antibiotics, feels better, and he's like, all right, I'm good, I'm healed up. Yeah, no, you're not healed up. You still have to take your antibiotics. You got to finish the course. And this is almost, he's been sick for some time, so he's anxious to get back to regular life. So he's just gotta take his time with this. In terms of timing, I'm getting 5 or 6 months of really being very, very careful with himself is going to be the right course. And that's a long time. That's after Christmas. If he doesn't do that, we're going to get into a situation where we are paying for the impatience and possibly back to where we start, and back to having someone take care of him, back to a situation where we are possibly going back for a surgery. If he goes through this, if he does fumble the recovery, he's going to learn on the next time. But does he want to give up another year of his life is really the idea behind this. So, regimenting, making sure that the schedule of medication is kept, making sure that he stays on top of that is going to be really key for him. So, but it does look like he's going to improve, but he's got to be patient with it. He's got to understand that his body went through significant trauma, and it's going to take significant amount of time. It's almost like we need to tell him, when you're pregnant, it's 9 months up and 9 months down. You have to kind of let your body do what it needs to do. So I do see improvement, but you got to keep a thumb on him. He's got to be watched. So I hope that helps. I do hope that he has continued good health and he continues to heal up. Let me flip back over here. So we're all glad, wife of a grumpy old Marine says, we're all happy that he's home. It's the best place for him to heal. Absolutely. So he just needs a little bit of more help. So let me hit a few more of these comments. Amber just doesn't know how to craft it and bake it too. Oh, she's never going to live that down. She is never going to live that down. You know what? I actually would love to do a live just on Atlantis and Lemuria and some of the alternate histories that we, if you are a fan of Graham Hancock, he talks about the alternate histories. Bright Insight, what's his name? Jimmy from Bright Insight. He also talks about alternate histories, and Dr. Robert Schock with the alternate timeline for the Sphinx. I would love to do a show just on that. And I would even do a little bit of remote viewing before that, just see if I can give you guys some more information. But I do think that Atlantis is a real thing. And Gregopedia and I disagree on this. So I believe, I'm going to pull down the card view so I can talk to you guys like regular. So I believe that there have been advanced cultures and different histories, different timelines of history for the planet. I don't think the one that we ascribe to now is actually the correct one. I think we've had other cultures that have been just as advanced as us, and Gregopedia disagrees with me, but he thinks it's not as advanced as what we have, the advancement that we have. But with the histories, I read a book, and I just actually bought a copy of it. It's by Solara, Solara. It's a channeled book, and it's the legend of Althazar. And it is a channeled history of Lemuria and Atlantis. And it's really cool. It's written like a story, but it's a really, really cool little history. And there is, or little channeled history. There's a center of the world, the heart of the world that is interfered with. And it makes Atlantis blow up. It makes Lemuria blow up. Well, it makes Lemuria blow up first. But very, very cool. And they have like a teleporting thing. If you think about the ideas that Tesla had with energy going through the air and the experiments that he was doing, and the stories that they tell about the pyramids that are all over the world as being transmission of energy, possibly transmission of energy, then we might have, some histories there that are unknown. I'm very curious about the chamber that's under the paws of the Sphinx, because there is a chamber under there. They did find it with the what's the technology that looks under the ground like that, Greg?
Penetrating radar.
It's what?
Ground penetrating radar.
Ground penetrating radar. I thought it had a fancier name. But I'm very curious about that chamber, because Edgar Casey even said that they were going to find notable information under there regarding Atlantis and other cultures, Lemuria, other countries, so continents. So I do think, there's something up to it. So, the crazy thing is that one day we are going to be one of those lost cultures. So hope I leave something of significance, but hope I leave this behind, my crazy little amethyst wand that I love so much. One day someone will say, oh, psychic crazy person did this. So all right, let me just look through. Looking through. So thanks guys for doing the bolds if Penny has a question. I know. I'm going to come up with a better way to do this when we do the live, so that you guys pound me over the head and I can see it a little bit better. So, yeah, alternate. I would love that. I would love to do that. So I'll set that up. I'll do that like on a Saturday night. Like we'll find a Saturday night that I can do it. We have Gregtoberfest coming up, so over the next week I'm going to be a little bit scarce starting Wednesday, because we're going to start making pretzels and eating beer and bratwurst and whatnot. So we got to stuff our own sausages. But everybody, thank you so much for being here tonight. I am going to skedaddle. I will redo the video that I did today. I'll do a voiceover on it. So see if we can make it work and I can remember everything that I said. So thanks again for all the super chats, super stickers. Everybody have a great night. See you later.